Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. First and foremost, I'm about to say everything pinka. As you see, I'm over here in my robe. I over here got my makeup thing on and my hair tied up. This episode is I'm feeling just like a girl. Although I am a girl, I'm just a girl and I'm feeling exactly like that. I'm feeling very light. I'm feeling very beautiful, even with no makeup on right now. I got my nails done. I got my toes done. So I'm feeling my oats and berries, okay? I want to take things back, okay? Like I have been struggling between keeping things safe or being me. I felt kind of in a weird place um, because I was being watched. And like, I didn't know how to tell y'all that I'm being watched. Like, duh, bitch, you're being watched because you're on a podcast and you're sitting in front of a mic. But like, nah, like, I was dead ass being watched by people that had bad energies and spirits and bad intentions with them. Um, I had people speaking upon my name as well as my podcast name, which y'all know is my baby. And so I was really grappling between addressing shit, clearing the air, or just leaving it and paying it. But between that grapple, I wanted to just say fuck it. And so right now I'm in my fuck it era. I'm in my fuck it girly era. I'm in my fuck it soft girl era. You feel me? I am going to express myself how I choose to express myself. And I am no longer holding back because I am scared of simply people watching me. Like at this point, you're watching me because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and you're trying to see what I'm doing. And you're trying to see how and why people fuck with me at the end of the day. So now that I'm in my new 31-year-old body, yeah, you already know my birthday passed May 28th. I feel like it's time that I do a mixture of Talking Time with Randy and Blunt Talk podcast. If y'all remember when I started this journey about 7 years ago, Talking Time with Randy, I was popping my shit. I was getting in a lot of trouble around the city. You feel me? Um, And then I stopped posting as Talking Time with Randy. I took like what 2, 3 years off because I was in that stage of not knowing what to do, not knowing how to express myself. So I found myself in that box, and now I'm just out of that box, and I just don't care. So after I want to say about a 2 month hiatus of me taking care of myself, getting myself back in a clear mindset, and definitely having those pep talks with myself, I decided to reemerge and come through and just give y'all what y'all deserve. As y'all see from my visual people who like to watch me, I brought back the motherfucking podcast equipment. It's been a minute since y'all seen on Bloodstar Podcast that I had my mic situated and everything was looking real, okay? Before I was using the little dusty ass shirt mics. No shade to anyone that used those as a podcaster, but I just feel like there's a certain look you got to go for, especially if you call yourself a podcaster. So I'm back on my bully. I'm back on my shit. I'm about to show y'all why I'm the queen of this shit, how I can sit here and stand 10 toes behind my solo podcast by myself and really keep y'all entertained. Okay. Now, before I took my little 2 month hiatus or 1 month hiatus, whatever it is, well, let me backtrack. I do want to just give a shout out to my Blunt Talk podcast family. And I do want to give a shout out to my 105 Block Radio family. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me. I wasn't giving my the Block 105 family. Um, I wasn't giving y'all all that I could give y'all. Y'all was just getting a little taste, them, okay? But now I'm back to show y'all why I'm really Blunt Talk Podcast and why nobody is fucking with me. Okay? All right. Now this is what I want to talk about. Last episode, I talked and I got really vulnerable with you guys, just in regards to where I was in a creative space. As I just told y'all the truth about that creative space started with not feeling like I can pop it like myself because haters were watching, weird bitches were watching. So that creative block really put a stint on how I was going about my craft. I was getting lazy with the shooting. I didn't really care what I talked about. It was like I was losing the love that I had for podcasting. And the amount of messages that I received in regards to the season of isolation, that's the episode I'm talking about, it made me, or it restored my love for podcasting. I had people coming to me who are also creatives and was like, I was also, and, or, and, let me backtrack. I have also, or I am still in this place of season of isolation. And so it's finally nice to hear someone be able to discuss that season of isolation and put it into words, because all this time I thought that I was going crazy. And that meant everything to me, because while I'm sitting here with the mic, one man banding it, I be feeling like I'm dead ass crazy because I don't know. I don't know if this is truly a safe space, because unfortunately, once this is pushed out, it's pushed out and the whole world sees it, and the whole world does not have nice people. So I'm happy that my Blunt Talk podcast family and the community that I created, you guys appreciated that message. And I want to let you know that if you guys ever feel like you need to talk through that season of isolation, or you just want someone to vent to, because creative, I see you, I'm always here. My DMs are always open. So be sure to follow me at underscore Blunt Talk podcast, and we can get shit cracking, because you are not alone in this space. The creative space is a hard space because we never know. And sometimes we turn our passions into actual jobs where now we have to navigate and balance certain things. And sometimes we might lose that spark and passion until it is reignited again. So I want to thank everyone that sent me messages regarding that season of isolation episode. You guys brought me back to life, and I genuinely love you guys. Now, we're about to get into the first topic. Okay. Now, these topics might be a little dated, but I don't care because we haven't chit chatted in a long time. And as I chit chat with you, yes, I'm about to do my makeup. One, because I bought some new products that I want to try out, and basically continue to get better at my makeup. Now, this is similar to an episode that I did possibly like a while back, maybe March or April, where I did my makeup and I was stopping and going through and showing you guys what I use. But to make sure that I stay on track and everyone's not getting bored, because we do have boys that listen, I'm just going to run through what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty Primer. I'm going to be using Skin Tint. I'm going to be using Elf Elf Concealer. I'm going to be using my Fenty blush. Love that girl. I'm going to be using some pressing powder and tan. I'm going to be using some color corrector. If you guys can't tell, I have a spot right here because I found I have a new allergy. I am going to be trying two new lip pencils, and I'm going to be trying to do some like contour type of deal. Not really too much contour because I like my makeup to be natural, but I do want to definitely bring out my cheekbones a little bit more on top of the blush, so everything is just, and I'm practicing my makeup because I do have a wedding to go to coming up, and I just want to make sure that my makeup is looking how it's supposed to be looking. So I also will be taking you on the journey of doing my lashes, which is also like another episode I did before too, which was also very funny because as y'all know, the fucking lash got in my eye and the glue got in my eye and fucked my whole life up. So I'm going to be doing that as well, and I'll go through and show you guys the lashes at that time. Um, where I got them from or what palette I'm going to be using. But now that I got that out of the way, I'm going to start chit chatting with y'all and just letting y'all know the rundown of what's been on my timeline, because that's where we are at this episode. These are going to be pretty dated because, these are things that I have been watching on my timeline, but I haven't really discussed with you guys because I was on that little hiatus of just trying to get myself together. Okay. So the first trend that I absolutely loved on my timeline as I was doom scrolling, so embarrassing. But as I was doom scrolling, was definitely the Europeans that were coming over to America, and they were trying our foods. That was absolutely hilarious. I used to be in my bed and I used to be freaking tickled at the thought that these people were traveling over here from Europe and they were fucking trying our foods. And I particularly found that funny because as you know, a lot of people um say that, American food is banned in other countries. So the fact that they were like, "Oh my god, like I get a taste of freedom," and they went crazy was absolutely hilarious. So One of the first things that I seen, or one of the things that I seen that they were trying, they had Raisin Canes, they had Popeye's chicken sandwich, so they definitely got that mesothelioma, and they also were tearing up seafood boils. Now, one concurrent theme that I seen going on during these videos were their astonishment at um the portions, which speaks volumes because again, I'm gonna take it back to when McDonald's first started to supersize everything. Like that's when our proportions started to get out of control. And it's just interesting to see how other countries are protecting their citizens from the harms that said foods can bring onto their bodies, you know? So that was definitely a fun trend that I had. Also, one thing that I did notice was a lot of them are talking about how they missed ooh, hopefully y'all didn't see that, but a piece of the pencil flew in my eye. Um, they missed the fact that we have AC. I guess in that area they don't have AC, and so that was also different for me to hear because as spoiled as this is gonna sound, I couldn't imagine living in another place and not having AC. Like, as we're speaking right now, my AC is on because I refuse to sweat, okay? I refuse to sweat. Now, I do wanna get into and I know this was pretty quick, but I really need to pop my shit this episode. Like, I really need to pop my shit because there is something that I really want to get off my chest, and we're going to do just that. And I don't care how long this episode is. This is just a little teaser of what you're about to be getting moving forward because like I said in the beginning, I'm no freaking longer holding my breath. Like, I literally cannot fucking take it. If you feel like it's directed, then fucking lace the shoe up and fucking wear it. I don't give a fuck. But, okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get into a spark of fact. As you guys know, I'm a Gemini, so we know these random facts and we like to give these random facts out. And so I thought this was really, 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 really interesting because this is something that I didn't hear people talk of or even know that this was a thing, right? So American psychologists have started investigating a new personality type. They are calling it outrovert where they like people, but in the right dosing. They choose interactions and don't chase them. They observe in social settings. They need space after spending time with others. They are often misunderstood and comfortable with being misunderstood. They open up quickly and withdraw just as fast. They don't like forced or surface level interactions. They protect their energy without explaining it. They deeply connect with very few people. They thrive in short social bursts. And that's what I got so far. Now, just so you know, the difference between an introvert is a person who recharges their energy by spending time alone, often preferring quiet, deep, and focused environments. And an extrovert is a person who gains energy by being around others, typically thriving in social and active and stimulating environments. Now, I found that super interesting because I have always found just for myself that I don't really um, identify with an introvert and I didn't really identify with an extrovert because I definitely do have those social bursts of me like wanting to go outside and have a fun time and be with my friends and on top of cause, right? So because I always, have those bursts, I'm like, I'm not really an introvert, but like once I'm inside, I'm inside. Case in point, the last time I went out was on my birthday, and I'm completely content with that. Mind you, my birthday is May 28th. So that's the last time I've been outside. And I had a ball. I overly did it. I could say I overly did it, especially on a Thursday and I had to go to work the next day. When I mean to tell you, I was physically hurting at work. Like I hated being an adult because why would I choose to go to fucking work on my birthday and the day after? Tripping. But perks of working a 9 to 5, right? So anyway, I never identified with either of those. And so I always used to just think that I was like in the middle. And so now that psychologists have confirmed and or theoreticized another personality type, it's amazing because I generally do feel like I fit in that personality type. Like, that's definitely me for sure. I cannot be around people for a long time. I definitely need time to reset. Even my children, like, I cannot be around them for a while. Like, I be overstimulated as fuck. And I be needing just a moment to like to myself. And usually that's during mommy times and stuff like that, which is also why I had to take a hiatus because, babe, I couldn't do it. Like, I literally couldn't do it. Like, recording, working my 9 to 5, sometimes doing overtime, not sometimes, majority of the time doing overtime because I live in America and I need to survive. And then having to record or think about episodes, and then having to go to the radio show, and then networking with people. And then on top of networking with people, I had to freaking go to these events and da 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 da. Babe, please. I needed a fucking moment to gather myself. Like, please, don't piss me off. I am one little lady. I am just a girl. Okay. So, I always need time to reset and regroup and definitely be by myself. Um, Especially after I feel like I'm around people too much. Like, I cannot, like, even like texting wise, like, I be needing a break, sister, like a break so bad. So I definitely identify with that. And I just wonder what you guys feel like you are. So drop in the comments if you think that you are an outrovert, an introvert, or if you think you are an extrovert. Okay? Okay. Enough of the fun facts. Let's get to the nitty fucking gritty. This is the bluntly exchange because I'm tired of fucking holding my tongue. I'm tired of keeping it cute and classy. It's not really a rant, but it's just a reality check for a lot of people, regardless of what the topic is for this particular segment. It's just know it's a fucking reality check for people. And again, like I said in the beginning, if you absolutely feel like the shoe is meant for you, play Cinderella if you want to. Lace that bitch up, okay? But keep it cute because don't get mad at me for speaking about my situation or something that I may have experienced or just a blunt ass thought that I thought that everyone else should hear about. You know why? Because it's my podcast. And you know why else? Y'all are watching me. And you know who I'm talking to. Whoever is not supposed to be here, whoever don't love me for real, whoever don't support me for real, you're watching my shit. I'm the CEO of this. I'm the HBIC of this. Play stupid games. You win stupid prizes, babe. Ding dong. Anyways, so I strongly, and I was going to use the word HATE, but I'm not. I strongly hate. Oh, I just said I was going to use it, but I'm not. I lied. No, I'm kidding. April Fools. I strongly dislike a girl who acts like she don't get niggas. And I know y'all probably listening like, well, this took a turn for the worse, right? No, not necessarily, but I'm going to continue. So, babes, if you're in the car, because I know you're listening to me at Friday at 8 o'clock, at 6 p.m. as you drive and listen to your radio, just buckle up, baby, and enjoy the ride. And if you at home while you're listening to this, light you a blunt, get you some wine, and enjoy the ride. Now, um, I hate a bitch that acts like she don't get niggas. And I'm saying that because I don't understand why people know about a situation, know about a person, and continuously fuck with the person, right? Now, keep following me. Hypothetical. or not. Let's say I'm fucking with someone and I just know I'm fucking with someone and I don't know there's nobody else in the picture. Like, I know for certain this person doesn't have a girlfriend. Or let's just say I am said girlfriend and I don't know that this person is not being faithful. Why the fuck are you going to write me, hypothetically, or not, like you some big bad wolf? Why the fuck are you going to come to me and be rude as fuck? When, first of all, I'm not even a mean girl. Who do you think you are? Why would you write me and call me all types of names, hypothetically, or not, and think that shit is going to be sweet? Just because I may or may not be sitting on this mic looking how I look, which is not how you look, hypothetically, if I'm speaking to someone or not, gives you no right to talk to me like you lost your fucking mind. Especially if you know about me and I don't know about you. Like, are you crazy? So, also, I hate a bitch that is going to write me about said person who I may or may not be with. And that bitch is actually single. So, you mean to tell me you're going to deal with the headache of someone who's already showing you behaviors, red flags, while you're not even with the person? So you gonna stay and want that headache, and you're gonna continue to pursue said headache as opposed to going and getting you a better nigga, or not even a better nigga or a better man, but getting you just someone different because someone's already showing you who they are, babe. When I mean to tell you, you coming to me or anybody else, if you're in this situation or if you are the type of female that goes to the female woman to woman consistently being disrespectful, at that point is harassment. It's not even on no shit like, I'm just trying to bring this to your attention. I think you should know. It's on some shit like, bitch, I'm spitefully doing this to you. And then when shit don't go my way, I'm going to blow it up and find you and fucking harass you. And I call it harassment because why would you come to someone as a woman and then delete your page and or block said person directly after you inform them of some information? Ho, is you cool? Why would you do that? So now, hypothetically, you blocking bitches while you exposing some information and a bitch can't even respond. Mind you, you know about me. I don't know about you. Hypothetically, if I'm talking about myself, right? You guys follow? So I have a disdain for bitches like that because you're choosing to go through what you go through. And any bitch that chooses to go through what they go through needs to shut the fuck up, respectfully. Don't be complaining about a nigga you better stay fucking with. Because why you complaining if you're not going to make the change? I hate a bitch that complain and don't make the change. It's one thing to vent for a while with no solution. And it's another thing to continuously put yourself through something while you have every advantage, right? Right. So not only is that harassment, but it genuinely creeps me out because now that I know you know about me and you probably been known about me, hypothetically speaking, or not. You're watching me. You know my socials. You watch my podcast. You drive by my crib. Hmm. I'm gonna keep giggling because it's the drive by the crib part for me. And y'all bitches be thinking y'all okay. Dick ain't never made me do no drive by, babe. You know why? It ain't nothing to get niggas. Duh. But when you look like a wild thornberry or where the wild things are ass bitch, I see why you go so hard. And then that leads me to this. Newsflash. It has never been that serious over dick. It quite literally has never been that serious over dick. Where you feel like you need to stalk, harass, and drive by somebody's house over dick. It has never been that serious. And you know why it's never been that serious? Because niggas are absolutely the easiest. The easiest. So you know how I know you don't get no bitches? Oh, I'm sorry. No niggas? Because you stalking me, hypothetically, behind one. You being weird. You following my business page. You putting my motherfucking business out on social media. Girl, are you crazy? And I hope when you listen to this, you lace the motherfucking shoe up. Because don't fucking play with me, bitch. Leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. You see what I'm doing? I'm sitting in my house on my podcast. I'm sitting in my house that I pay for on my podcast, talking to my family, playing in fucking makeup while bitches like you was hating. And I hate that for you. Hate that for you. Because again, like I'm going to say, it's never been that serious. Like it quite literally has never been that serious. And the thing is, if you came to me like the first time, hypothetically speaking, or not, that I was approached, hypothetically speaking or not, you came to me and I was willing to have a conversation on the phone, figure out what was going on, put two and two together, get foul. But instead, you did some lame ass excuse and went ghost. And then 2 months go by and you come back and bother me. Yikes, jump scare. So that leads me to this, right? I recently went on a podcast. I recently went on a podcast. Shout out to Show and Tell Boston, where this girl or this lady was talking about how she hates when people refer to her as not a girl's girl, right? And I let her talk. But after a while, I had to chime in only because I came to the understanding with situations like this that I was not a girl's girl. And I'm going to tell you why. In situations, hypothetically speaking, let's say you are talking to someone and you don't know that this person is involved with somebody and you want to pull the woman to woman route, right? Because at the end of the day, people are going to lie. Even women are going to lie when it comes to the woman to woman situation because everyone has their own perception of how something is going. Nothing is ever what it really seems, unless it is. But generally speaking, nothing is ever like the way that it seems, right? So you go the woman to woman route where you're like, I just really need to talk to you. because I found out that, we are talking to the same person, We messing with the same boy with the love of my life and your potential husband. Okay? Instead of going rah rah and all crazy and like being disrespectful, if you were a girl's girl, you would have a simple conversation. You wouldn't do all that extra shit. You wouldn't do subs. You wouldn't be driving by people's house. You wouldn't be threatening people. You wouldn't be doing none of that if you were a girl's girl. And a lot of these bitches be saying that they fucking girls, and they're not. And that's okay. I had to, at the podcast, and I'll put down the link below so that you guys can definitely go check it out because it was a great conversation amongst the women in media. But like, um, I realized that I'm genuinely only a girl's girl to girls that are girls to me. I'm not going to go out my way to be nice and pleasant and to, um, I'm not going to go out my way to be nice and pleasant to someone who is quite literally has an ulterior motive against me or that I don't know is being genuine. I'm just not going to fucking do it. That's not where I'm at in life. High school taught me that already, and I'm just grown. Like I'm not doing that. Like that's not anything that I want to do. And you can't force me to do that. And so I realized I'm a girl's girl for girls that are mine. I tried to come off, case in point, in that hypothetical situation that I gave y'all before when I was saying how I have a disdain for bitches that act like they don't get niggas. Remember that one that just happened 5 minutes ago? Um, I came off as a girl at first, hypothetically. You write me and you tell me some shit where I could have went the fuck off and cussed you out and made a rah-rah scene. I said, hey, call me. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's get down to the bottom of this. But instead, you want to be a weird bitch. Rightfully so. I would be weird too if I looked like you, honey. I ain't gonna lie. You a little funny looking. But anyway, so I just realized at that time that I'm just not a girl's girl. And I had to explain that to the lady. I'm like, you can't get mad at people for saying you're not a girl's girl. It's okay. It's not a threat. People want to be accepted by people so bad. People want to act like they're girls so bad. And quite literally, you're just not. And quite literally, you don't have to be. Girls are the craziest, weirdest, most disrespectful people that sometimes it's good not to be a girl's girl, you know? So I just wanted to come back off the humbug of that and let y'all know that I ain't fucking playing no more. Like for real. Like for real. Leave me alone. I don't care to hear it. I'm not here for the weird stalking harassment. I'm not here for you putting weird allegations on my business. Like my name is tied to this. So you saying some weird, funky, fugazi shit about my motherfucking name that's gonna be tied to my business. And I get money for doing this. So stop playing. Stop playing, please. I'm not in the mood. Okay? Now, all I'm gonna say is that's all I got to say on this episode. Stay tuned for part two, which will be another episode that's dropping next week because I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. I'm on that ass. But before I go, this was just the base. I just did the base. I did my eyebrows as you see. I did my concealer as you see to brighten up my eyes because lack of sleep is killing me. Um, and then I just did my color corrector, and I'm probably going to try because I really want to like get rid of that white mark. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try some more color corrector, and then I'm gonna try concealer over it to really see how I can get rid of that white mark before this wedding that I have to go to. Um, yeah. So I'll be back. This was a nice chat. I love you guys. See you next week. Bye.